Welcome back to Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. I'm Aesthetic. With me on this set is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
Canuck Dude.
Hey.
And Zindictive.
Sup, lads?
Welcome to the parties in the American Wasteland party. And
About
you're
time.
just in time because we're going to do classic mode. Now, we've made it through story mode, and, just like the previous game, Thug 2, this game has classic mode. But unfortunately, it's kind of short. There's like only 6 levels. If you were hoping to get cool goals in all of the areas of LA, no. But
they have Little John though.
Yeah, I did get some
yes.
secret skaters for beating story mode on normal, and yeah, Lil Jon is one of those. And oh my god, look at this! You could change your tricks.
Yo!
Seriously, it's like this is
boy.
the unchecked is the wrong word, right? But this is like the unlimited, unrestricted, gameplay you'd
It's like
expect.
we're playing an actual Tony Hawk game here.
You can give yourself any special tricks from the main list. It's like the same list as before with the, new tricks they added. But it's just like, it just once again calls into question why you got limited so much in story mode. But,
Question.
What?
I have a question. I saw a selectable co-op. What is that?
I don't have anyone to play with me. I don't know. But, all right. So, of the 6 levels, 3 of them are remakes, actually all from Tony Hawk 1. Here's the first one, Minneapolis. Then 2 will have been levels introduced in Thug 2 Remix, Santa Cruz, and Kyoto. And then the final level will be the only completely original one, the Ruins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, I really am a fan of how 4 actually handles these classic levels and their look and all.
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking at as you were talking, I was thinking I know I've seen this level before. Where have I seen this before? And now I'm remembering the reason I've seen it recently is because I was watching Skylar play THPS 1 Remake, and this captures. I can already tell it captures the vibe that version of the level also captures.
Yeah.
In a really, really nicely. It's interesting. There's at least 3
Yes.
Yes.
Oh dear.
But yeah, it will be kind of funny seeing Minneapolis, the mall, and Chicago here.
Yeah.
Just especially since Tony Hawk 1 2 Remake came out last week.
They've remade them several times now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even here in this pretty old game, American Wasteland, it still looks really damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a 360 game, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's still pretty old now.
Actually, it was more Gen 6. They just put it on the 360 because it came out before the others.
Yep.
Honestly, it does kind of show off how sort of simple and maybe small the Pro Skater 1 levels are. Like Chicago, I'm gonna do all the challenges in one run. And it's not even gonna be a stretch myself.
Would you like to stretch yourself real quick? We were stretching
after
before the video
what
began.
happened to you guys, I don't think I want to.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
It can get pretty aggressive.
But,
hula hooping.
of the tricks introduced in this game, they actually brought back hula hooping from Tony Hawk 4. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, do we have any old one and done special tricks in the in the code still that we can maybe bring in?
Yeah, just rolling around in that code.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of which, you guys were talking about before. You guys were talking about, I think several games ago, you guys were talking about one and done special tricks and special tricks that are not good that came back several times. And I was thinking as you were scrolling through the special trick list, I was wondering who, after finally getting the opportunity to change up their special tricks now that they're playing classic mode, assuming that they've already finished story mode, would go through the special trick list and see the 1, 2, 3, 4 and go, yeah, I want to use that special trick.
You know what? Because you just said that next time I play American Wasteland for my Let's Play, I'm doing that.
You're going to use the 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah,
Wow.
You know what, Zin? You weren't there on that episode. What is your favorite one and done special trick? A special trick that was introduced in one game and was not there the next one.
Or any games after.
I forgot the name of it. I would say it would be the hot one with Gene Simmons.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
fucking love the fact he just sets his board on fire and starts dancing on it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty Gene Simmons.
I think
That is very
It's hardcore.
I think from this game the blunt trip is going to become one of my favorites. I like how it's just a regular grind, but the screen gets kind of weird, and that's what separates it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're tripping on
Like,
blunt.
if I just, like, dropped acid and then tried to play any other Tony Hawk game, I would accidentally do a blunt trip. Or I guess intentionally, since I'm setting it up that way.
Yeah. Well,
But you know what I mean.
if you accidentally did acid, that'd be
Right.
That'd be impressive.
scary.
Oh, here we go.
So yeah, Minneapolis was, quick and there, but now we're here on Santa Cruz. Once again, this was introduced in Thug 2 Remix, one of the 4 levels Shaba introduced in the portable version of Thug 2.
Yep.
Yeehaw.
And I believe
And it
this
doesn't
is
look like-
actually
yeah.
the one that is
Yeah.
in, like, Thug Pro and such.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have the extra area and all of that. It's just the main area here.
Right. And like the objectives, even though they're mostly the same, have been changed. It's not a direct one-to-one like they've, changed where things are found, like skate or the shoes. That's what I was remembering, like the shoes being in this place rather than, the Thug 2 Remix place. Oh yeah, I brought back Cheer 1.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
Remember? It's the return of Cheer 1, it's my custom
Yeah.
trick.
Some good camera work.
Yay!
Yeah, it's kind of like, I guess if you only played American Wasteland and didn't play Thug 2 Remix, then like, obviously since Shaba had to make them as main campaign levels, there was a lot more to do in them.
Yeah.
I kind of blow through these kind of quick. Both this and Kyoto, especially when you see Kyoto. You don't necessarily need to go see a lot of it if you know what to, the 10 objectives and how to do them.
Yeah, like, classic mode really is
Nice.
pretty, like, short and easy in American Wasteland. Like, it doesn't have that much going on for itself.
I really
These
do like the
levels.
blunt board. I just want to say that. The blunt board
Yeah, the blunt board
really
is amazing.
That was something
Also,
Chris
I'm
Haslam
amazed
did
you
in the
actually
video part, I
phased through
believe.
the rail then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
you do whatever, dude.
I guess, like, how much does this change up on sick mode? Like, what's the highest scores you need to get here?
I don't think it's even that big. Like, I don't think it really...
Yeah, no making you get, like, 3 million points, like in Remix?
I feel like it gets under 1 million points maybe on sick, like about 800,000 maybe, but it doesn't go that high.
Yeah, they just don't have the levels to have a really big classic
Yeah, they
mode,
don't.
which is kind of
It's
weird because,
really
like,
short compared to like Thug 2 and Thug 2 Remix. It's just really short, and this
Yeah,
is like the second time really.
How would you guys have felt if they had like just locked off the level transitions and had you go back through some of the like Santa Monica?
see,
or...
that's the thing. If you go to Free Skate, you can go to each area of LA, and the level transitions, just like you said, are locked. So the game already has the ability to section off each part of the city as its own level, but I guess maybe
They
they
just
didn't
didn't
have
put
the
it into
time, or
Classic.
they just didn't
Yeah.
put them into Classic.
Which is
That's really
weird.
strange.
Yeah, I mean, Thug 2 did it. Like, they had all the levels in classic mode with the classic levels as well. But here, even though they can easily section it off, they just don't.
They just didn't.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I guess they figured people didn't want the classic mode as much.
Or
Which is
people-
weird.
Well, they didn't like the main levels that much. I didn't think they can really think of much to go for with the classic stuff, considering
Yeah, I mean, like,
how
well, that's
different
why I
the
was
landscape
asking.
is.
How would you feel if they made those? Like, are those areas? There are lines in this area, right? You can do stuff in one area and then take a line to another area, and that kind of thing. Can you do that with the hub world areas?
You kind of can with some of them, but not all of them. Like, they
Yeah.
start getting stupid big.
I like Santa Monica, the one that was just the pier side with the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
That I could imagine being a classic mode level, but Hollywood, like the first area of the game.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
that's
dinosaur
just
head,
streets.
Yeah.
That's just a couple of streets.
Yeah, I mean, again, like Hollywood, Beverly Hills, downtown, it's just like city blocks, but I mean, there is still stuff to do on the rooftops. You can look
Yeah.
up like Gap videos, and they do still have cool opportunities, and I think it would have been nice to have those levels be in classic mode, so I could do a 360 varial heel flip spleen in, Hollywood.
Plus,
since I can't do that in story mode.
we already know that Oil Rig was like a classic level 2, and they didn't put that in here either.
Yeah, Oil Rig and
But Oil Rig didn't. I mean,
they could have put the casino in
3. Oh, they could have. They could have.
They could have put the casino in again.
Yeah. It would have been nice, especially since they would have added like 8 areas. They would have more than doubled classic mode's length.
To add more insult to this, there are 2 more levels, but they're exclusive to like a collector's edition on PS2 only. So it's just
that's disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they free skate only, or were they in classic mode?
Classic mode.
Wow, really?
Yeah, those 2, since I don't know if I'll get that version, those 2 were Atlanta from Thug 2 Remix and Marseille from Tony Hawk 2.
Yeah.
Huh.
Man, it always was kind of weird that Tony Hawk 2 didn't seem to get a lot of love in the remake department. Like, before, obviously, Pro Skater HD and...
Yeah, now Pro Skater 3 and even 4 are getting, like, the shaft in a way, while Pro Skater 1 and 2 are just, like, getting so much attention.
Which personally...
I think what's going to happen is that 3 and 4 are either going to be remade as their own games, like as its own game, 3 plus 4, or they're going to make them like DLC or something.
I think 3 plus 4 would be a lot harder because 4 reinvented the formula.
Yeah, that's the thing I was about to say. 3 would obviously be DLC, while 4 would be its own thing.
4 would have to be its own thing.
But I mean, I was kind of thinking that. Sorry, just real quick, because Vicarious Visions basically. Your abilities in the remake basically line up with what you could do through Tony Hawk 4. They have the Flatland, they have acid drop, spine transfers. It seemed like they built with the future in mind to just add Pro Skater 3 and 4 in there and have you already able to do what you're
Which is kind of similar to like the evolution of the Pro Skater games, really. Just like thinking of the future of things.
That's kind of weird because also I like how now the video game shown here is Pro Skater 1. That's a cool touch.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Apparently in an interview, the developer said that the reason they didn't do the Pro Skater 2 moveset was because they wanted the games to feel like people remembered them in the nebulous concept of back in the day. Like, they wanted people to remember.
They're trying to hit the nostalgia and not hit an accurate necessarily.
That's why they didn't want people to be without their reverts and without their spine transfers, which is also why
they don't want people to be reminded of HD much. They want people to enjoy the game and not feel like it's just HD again.
Yeah.
Which is also, I forgot where I was going with this train of thought. Which is also why it's weird that they're going back to just 1 and 2 for the time being.
Yeah.
Because if they're hitting on the nostalgia of 3 and 4, then
Yeah, because
it also helps build up hype so that they can then do. Like if the market's there for it, like if the game didn't sell well, if the game didn't do well, then they wouldn't invest any more money in it. But having the games also do really well means that they can go, okay, well, there's clearly a market for us to make a 3-4 or just a 3 DLC pack, however they want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to say real quick, this is just a small thing, since we're on the mall. I don't know if you guys have played the remake, but I absolutely adore what they did with the mall in the remake. Because they can't show a mall fully functional in this day and age because malls are just not really a thing anymore. Like most of the malls in the United States are just getting torn down.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny, considering the mall originally was getting closed down.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like now the mall in the game is just like broken down or whatever, and I think that's just a really nice touch. Who the hell is that?
It's the man in the white suit.
It's Jonathan.
Is it G-Man?
My God.
Who's the G-Man?
He's been watching you all along.
Holy fuck, imagine a Tony Hawk and Half-Life crossover. That'd be probably not good. You know what? That'd probably not be good.
Yeah, Gordon Freeman's getting about with his crowbar.
Depending on how they did it, I think it could be really good. Like, Death Stranding has some, on the PC, has some, or on the Steam release, has some Half-Life stuff, including the gravity gloves from Half-Life Alyx, and they are functional, and they are really cool. It could have just been cosmetic stuff, but instead they actually did some really neat stuff with it. I think if they played it really, really safe like that, had something that's just like a couple cool things and then left it at that, I think that would be pretty cool.
But you know what? It's an Epic Games exclusive, so we'll never know.
We'll never know. Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me I need to buy you Dreams so that you can make all your weird skating video game ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, fucking hell.
I love Lil Jon.
What's
he up to?
In the littlest of Johns.
I don't know, but
probably still going, yay!
Let me Google Lil Jon. Let me see
what
he's up to.
Well, that was the first half of Classic Mode. Again, yeah, since it's like half Pro Skater 1 remakes, those levels go by real fast. We'll see the other 3 levels next time on Tony Hawk American Wasteland.